Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of CNW's Behind the Cover. I'm your host, Laura Miller, and it is June. It's hot June.
It's hot already.
It's hot June.
Already.
We are in the studio with a dreamer, okay? We're in the studio with a man who does more than dream. We're in the studio with a man that feeds. My guest today is Dion Dawson. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, other than hot.
I mean, but listen, it's cool. I would rather be cold. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I thought about that the other day, and people were like, "Oh, I'd rather be hot." Hot. I'm like, no.
No, I'd rather be cold.
No, I don't mind layers.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're from Chicago.
You can't take your skin off.
Exactly.
You can't take your skin off.
Hot is just hot.
You're right.
So, Dion, listen, we all know your story.
Yeah.
But for those who did not watch Ellen, have not seen you on TED Talk, have not seen you at TEDx Wrigleyville, who have not seen the videos about Dion's dream, who are you, young man?
Oh man, I am a lucky guy who fed some people and then got a chance to feed more people.
Okay.
And then got some food and some trucks and some people, and we just still rocking.
And they just kept feeding the people.
Just rocking, yeah.
So you fed the people like a girl.
Yeah. We on July 3rd of 2020. We fed 96 families.
Okay.
And it just was. It was different. First of all, it was difficult.
Okay.
So, that was one of the hardest things I had done up to that point. Even deployments, being homeless on the that day was like
that was more difficult than deployment and homeless.
Absolutely.
Why was that?
Well, because after a certain point, when you're struggling like financially, you get used to what you're dealing with, and even with deployment, after about 3 weeks, you're like in the zone. You don't exist anymore, and so it's better to like mentally disassociate as opposed to like every day just kind of reliving it. But that day was just logistically hard, and it was like me putting myself out there, like being held responsible, and I loved it. And it just felt like something I should have been doing. And it's so crazy because that day, I told my mentor.
And it was hot. It was
it was hot. It was hot. It was hot. That's going to be a theme throughout all of
That's the theme of today's conversation. It's hot. And we're wearing black.
Exactly.
Unplanned.
Completely.
Arms
but we look
out.
good.
We look good.
Got the.
Check us.
Exactly. But I told my mentor, I said, man, like it's something about this that just feels right. I had no idea it would turn into this. I had no dreams of community leader or TED anything or nothing. I just really followed the feeling. If it to this day has been one of the greatest decisions I've ever made.
I tell people when it comes to journalism, and we will talk about you in that art as well, there is a buzz that happens when you have a good conversation, an insightful conversation, you accomplish something, you're telling a great story. It just is a flush that falls over you. And the people who get it stay in it.
Yeah.
We continue. It doesn't matter how much we get paid. Again, please feel free to support CNW.
Absolutely. Just when you can.
Just when you can. All the time.
Just drop a couple bucks.
Or
a lot of bucks.
A lot of bucks. But it feels it's ethereal. It's otherworldly.
Absolutely.
So you said 96 families in 2020 on July 3rd. Now, here we are in June of 2026.
Yes.
What's our approximate number now?
Approximate number is about 8 million pounds of fresh food that we've purchased, packed, and delivered. Created more than 60 wage-paying jobs. A little over 700,000 family servings, and more than 730,000 home deliveries.
730,000.
Yes.
That's a lot of food.
Yes.
And you know what I like about Dion's dream is I like that you purchase it yourself. You're almost a self-sustaining grocery store.
Listen, when you think about it, you're absolutely right. And it was ultimately about controlling our supply chain. The more you lean on volunteerism, the more you lean on donated food, you don't have control of your operations. And so what started out as us saying, hey, we just need to be able to know what's going on, it turned into this question of, well, why have we historically had less power when it comes to how we feed people? And once I went down that rabbit hole, I started to realize like all of these things are like this because we choose to.
Absolutely.
We should not all be feeding people outside on the folding table and having them wage war against the elements. And so I just ultimately said like, no, like we're gonna have a line that we don't cross with volunteerism and donated food.
So you're paying a fair wage.
Fair-ish, because $20 even in this economy is still not enough.
We could go all the way deep into that, but we're not going to because I think we can do 45 minutes just going that.
Yes, but living-ish wage.
Yeah, living-ish.
Yes, but our line is $20. We don't pay a penny under that.
You don't pay anything under 20?
Under 20, correct.
Wow.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes.
You're a nice boss.
I'm human, and I think, you know, especially with the people, our team, you know, how are we supplementing our living? A lot of people utilize the gig economy.
Yeah.
And there's nothing worse. Like I've worked overnight at Amazon. I've done delivery. So like when you've done it, the worst thing that could happen is after a day of working, having to work another job and being undervalued and underpaid. There too.
And both jobs.
Man. And so I think it's just, you know, when you know better, you do better.
That's true.
And I don't ever want to be, you know, that person that when someone is telling their life story, you were part of the people or the parties that did them wrong.
That caused the ruin.
Yeah.
Oh, you were part of the backstory, the origin story that caused the calamity.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, who did it to the Joker?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No, I think Joker was just...
No, him and Batman had a similar background.
Yeah.
They got a similar backstory.
No,
he just took the fork in the world and went the other way.
And turned up.
Exactly.
Like, listen.
Speaking of, because I'm a comic book nerd.
Yes.
Backstory and origin is very important to me. So I think about the stories you've told, and you told them eloquently.
Appreciate that.
And you're talking to a journalist, so I'm not going to let you get away with not telling me more.
Gotcha.
So I think about little kid Dion.
Yes.
Who were you? Were you busy?
Oh, I talk too damn much.
You talk a lot.
And so school was, for me, I never was fully comfortable, but that was like the first time I saw like, okay, I could level the playing field. So, you know, of course, elementary school was easy because it was consistent. But then I left. When we left elementary school, you know, I left as a valedictorian. I was locked in. Then I went living in Englewood, homeless. Went to Curie.
Oh.
And I went to Curie, not knowing, number one, I was the only one accepted in the Curie. So I had no friends. I went to Curie not knowing that most of Curie students were from the West Side. South Side's better.
No.
Just hard. I'm just, didn't have a uniform, so that's horrible when you're a kid.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the embarrassment.
Exactly. You can't
Y'all
even.
will never understand.
They won't get it.
Oh.
And so high school was rough. Because I was just trying to survive. I would literally like take the bus to school, and when I got to Pulaski, I would just take the bus the other way, just to waste time.
Oh.
So I literally,
so you didn't want to go. You didn't get lost.
It wasn't that I didn't want to go. It's just you never feel comfortable or settled. And so you know we were living with people, so I wasn't settled at home. I wasn't comfortable. And then at school, you're not. And I mean, the freshman class at Curie was 1,000 kids. Right. So it's like a lot. So, you know, little Dion was just, you know, trying to figure it out. But what I love about it is I was still able to find pockets of like happiness and still figure out who I am. And luckily, even my friends from elementary school, I was lucky enough to have like, you know, friends who didn't care that I was homeless. So, you know, shout out to especially, you know, Mark, Antoine, and Paris. You know, 3 friends that would let me stay over their house or let me borrow clothes, you know, to this day. And so I tell them all the time, you know, here we are 35, 36 years old. And I tell them like, man, I couldn't do any of this without you all. So I was just a kid that talked a lot, that is competitive as hell. And really, 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 really loves being from Chicago. Like in Englewood.
Yeah, why do we love it so much?
I think Chicago is, we're lucky enough to be, you can't hide from the real U.S. experience in Chicago.
I think so.
And so, I think even though we're in a blue state and we're a blue city, it's actually really centrist. You know what I mean? And at random times, it'll lean to the right. And it's one of the most segregated cities in America. And so you have this experience of not being shielded from all of the things. And then in the middle of it, it's beautiful in the summer, and it's cold in the winter, and it's amazing.
Rugged, but then it's pretty.
Exactly. And then it's amazing food, and then we get spoiled, you know what I mean? Different things. So I think you love, and also if you've had a chance to go outside of Chicago, you've been able to really grow an appreciation for everything that Chicago offers. And so, me being in the military, it allowed me to really appreciate being from Chicago, because when I was deployed, one of my first memories, or one of the strongest memories I have of deployment is, when you leave from Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, you're in the Atlantic. You go from the Atlantic to the Med, from the Med through the Suez, and from the Suez Canal, you arrive at the Red Sea. And I'm not a geography person at all.
I was gonna say, did you
get
dizzy?
Absolutely. And
Okay.
you get seasick and everything.
Yes.
But when we did that transit, I stayed inside the ship, and so my chief said, "Hey, you need to get some air." And so when I went outside, it was the first time in my life it was black everywhere. I didn't see anything, and I had a panic attack. And the thing that calmed me down was thinking of home, thinking of Englewood. And so that just let me know, okay, my heart and head knows what can calm me. And that's why I knew I wasn't doing 20 years.
Exactly.
I knew, you know what I mean? All of these things. And so it's just, loving Chicago and having that pride has kind of since translated well to my work and how I try to hold myself accountable.
For the precocious little kid.
Yep.
That is wildly outspoken right now in adulthood. I've seen you, Dion, say things like, the old model of food depositories is lazy. Like I've heard you say the things, right?
Absolutely.
And before we go any further, this is my favorite segment, so I'm going to put it all the way in the middle of the conversation.
Let's do it.
It's shouting in the void.
Okay.
So now, Dion, everyone has your attention.
Okay.
Everybody that's watching us and looking right now, all across the world.
Okay.
You have their attention to say whatever you need to say.
What would I say to everybody in the world? I love you. You're more than enough. I can be everything, but I'm black first. And nobody likes donated food, so stop giving it like it's brand new.
So, let's talk about that.
Yes.
9-year-old in the line, in the rain. You know what I want to talk about? Shame. Because it's a lost art. I feel like people don't have it anymore.
Oh, absolutely.
But
we need it.
As a kid that was raised by a single parent, I personally remember certain things being, you wanted to conceal them. So I don't want anybody to know that I need food. I don't want anybody to know that we have stamps because I'm that, actually I had stamps.
Absolutely.
Right? I don't want that to be commonplace. So what does it feel like to be publicly standing outside in a food depository in the rain with your family?
I think, of course, it's miserable because you have to get up early. You're there hours in advance just to stand there to get a good spot. And it's like a random day. Exactly. So it absolutely sucks. But then after that, what I realized, which is also why I feel like I was lucky, is that I didn't understand that I was collecting data. And what I love about the experience is a lot of the things I remember, all of the things that people don't talk about. So you remember the feeling of FOMO the closer it got to the line opening.
Yeah.
You like you said, you remember leaving and concealing what you had. So now you have to walk and you're more tired because you're putting more energy into hiding everything. There's this aggression because as much as you don't see the effort your parent put into doing that and how they had to embarrass themselves to make sure you were fed. You only gave your opinion about what you didn't want as a kid.
Exactly.
And that hurt them even more because they didn't want to give it to you.
Like the SJ900s. Do you remember Shaq had
Yes.
those brands?
Listen, we're not going. That's another 45 minutes. Okay.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
Who had those?
Yes. Feet. Shout out because you went through it.
Because you went through it, but not only did you go through it, your feet were probably warm in these Chicago winters.
Yeah. No facts.
There was no struggle in your feet, okay? And most likely your parents kept your socks clean, and you did not get dysentery.
Listen, because
Dion could have got when he was deployed.
Listen, but then also what I remember clearly was there's always like a gate or something stopping people from going into wherever to get the food. And I remember looking at all of the people that were volunteering, and mind you, you don't even know as a kid that they're volunteering and they're hungry.
Exactly.
And so you see them going through all of the food before the line opens.
Exactly.
And they're getting the stuff that you would want.
And then putting it in their cars.
So then when the line opens, you got cornflakes and the little steel can with the picture of the cow and the pig on it.
Dry as onions.
Listen. And so, that experience reminded me, which I feel is an important tenet of my work, which is always understanding that the end user's experience is important.
I love when you say that. It's very operationally sound.
Yeah.
And I like that you're not calling them the underserved or under important aspect of society.
Yeah, we're not underserved. It's people bullshitting. No.
Exactly.
No, stop it. Because here's the thing.
People in the cleaner suits.
I want you to we have to make sure that we agree on what information is foundational for our opinion.
Exactly.
So for me, I look at national year-over-year giving. I look at how much money is in philanthropy. And if that only changes 0.1% year over year because it's anchored inside capitalism, then I know that it's not a money issue, it's an allocation issue. And so we're not underserved, but we're not really being the critics we need to be when we talk about programmatic design and impact. What is success? We always talk about the food pantry. We never ask ourselves what metric it can determine if that pantry was successful. And it was always raw tonnage of food. But if we're throwing it away, if it's not quality, if it's spoiled already, then that should not be taken into account.
Absolutely.
And so as a result, I think for me, I was lucky and in my life, not just with that standing in line, but just period. I've been lucky enough to go through shit before people. And so as a result, I think that is something that God has blessed me with. It's man, I have perspective. I've been through it, and as a result, I'm not going to forget the human element in everything. It's no matter what, everyone that has received produce from us knows that we pride ourselves on quality, and that won't change.
So, for one, I want the viewers to know that Dion did not bring me a Dreamer's hat.
I didn't. So it's funny because I'll tell you this. Oh, you have never seen anyone that is not on our team in our merch.
Right.
Because that's on purpose. Because what y'all not gonna do, y'all not go cut grass in this merch that I paid for.
Oh, that's branding.
Yeah, and here's the thing, it's supposed to be pride. So man, when you see our merch and our team, we fly. We see our sprinters, they rap. You gotta wanna look good and feel good. Yeah, the boldest colors.
So I want to talk about that.
Yes.
Now, you said that one of the luxuries or one of the gifts you have is experiencing things before other people. But here's the thing, I think that you being in the black year over year since your inception is a new experience. It's
no, absolutely.
Managing that many employees, that much product, that much produce, the purchasing aspect, all of that.
Yes.
I want to talk to you about, because we don't want to have a conversation in a vacuum so people won't misconstrue, because you was on Ellen already. We don't want people to misconstrue the challenges associated with something so large. This is not a small endeavor. We're doing
it's crazy.
Millions of pounds of food.
And also not wholly supported by the rich and powerful in Chicago.
Say the thing.
So having to do that, and a lot of people who do show up philanthropically, they've been on autopilot for a couple decades. And so having to break into that market and get them to see that we're worth, investing in, and that, our model is scalable. You know how many people in the beginning tried to like tell me, oh, you can't give them new food? I said, have you lost your mind? Yeah. Then when you talk about shame, early on having conversations with my mom. Mm-hmm. And everybody, when talking to my mom, say, "Oh, tell your son to come back and get this food," and me and my mom had to have a serious conversation. I said, "I'm not taking him, Mom."
Come and get it?
Yeah.
Why?
And because for so long, we've never had a line we wouldn't cross. Mm-hmm. People think that the line is just caring about people. No, that's the minimum. Mm-hmm. The minimum to get in the door is to care about people. Mm-hmm. But after you're in the door, how do you care about people? How do you hold yourself accountable? And how, when you get it wrong, how do you better yourselves?
I love that.
And so, I'll tell you that, this has been one of the most difficult things. There have been, bright days and less than bright days. But I mean, I literally credit my team. Mm-hmm. I love hiring talented people. I love standing on the line and chest up and chin out, or chest up, out and chin up. But I have the best team in the world. I got, a vice president who's a dog, mm-hmm. Danielle Parker. I have a CFO, Robert. I have my chief of growth, Jeff. I have my delivery team, my build team, my community health workers. I have my director of content, Thomas. I have our director of policy, Katie. All people who just want that opportunity. And so, when you think about what we're doing and how complex it is, it's just people that has that pride and that talent, and they're going for it with me. Mm-hmm. I'm just lucky enough to just give people that latitude and longitude to hey, do you want to be better? Do you want to be bigger?
That's the thing I want to discuss too, because we have this, how many, 180 zip codes?
183.
Regular.
In Cook County, yes.
Okay. We did that discussion, and we did the research as it related to food insecurity and food deserts. And I wanted to talk to you about the fact that you're providing fresh produce.
Absolutely.
To a lot of people who might be more comfortable with other food.
I wouldn't even say that. Here's the funny thing.
Or tell me,
different food is more accessible.
Yes.
And they're used to it.
Exactly.
Because I got into a LinkedIn tiff a little bit recently.
A tiff on LinkedIn?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay,
because
it's getting fancy now.
Listen, because he was a brother, mm-hmm. and he said, our people don't appreciate healthy food. And I said, appreciate. And I just asked him. I said, you believe that? I said, I'm like because
he does.
Sometimes we don't know what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so when he said it, I said, I push back. Mm-hmm. And I say, no, because if you think about, throughout history, black people are close to the earth.
Exactly.
We've never had a problem with cooking and preparing meals and tilling our soil
and
growing.
Creating new concepts.
Literally, we've never had that problem.
Never.
Why is that the main talking point? Oh, I'm in grant interviews. And the people ask me, oh, well, what about those people who don't know what to eat? I'm like, yeah, that's not a thing.
That's sad.
Oh, no, but I called it out.
And that feels very good, I bet.
Oh, it don't even matter. I don't care if I'm saying it.
You're like, because I might lose the grant.
And some opportunities I've lost, but I have to make sure that this can be something. I don't have to be proud of everything. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to be proud of something.
What are you proud of right now?
I'm proud of
today.
Today, I mean, we just had to bury a team member today, and I'm proud of my team showing up. Later today, after this, I'm going to go to the office and be with them, and I'm proud that we didn't have to do a GoFundMe because he was from Englewood. He died in Englewood, but he had life insurance because of our job. I'm proud that we care for people, and that could have been something that could have went completely different. And so I'm proud of the way my team showed up. I'm proud of that something we did to care for our team member showed up in real time, even though we lost them. And I'm proud that even in spite of everything that's going on, we still here. This ain't easy.
No.
You know what I mean? But in the midst of it, it's like, no, like we putting on.
Yeah.
Like I got one of the funnest jobs on the planet.
So that's fun. I hate going grocery shopping, so I don't know consequently how your job is fun.
I don't listen. I'm not gonna say I like it. I hate when I go when I'm hungry.
Right.
Because the cart don't look like what it should look like.
Never.
I got like 7 rotisserie chickens and shit. Like,
and the price now is starting to feel like when you were having an excessive day.
Absolutely.
At Target.
Absolutely. I know what you mean.
Exactly.
They might not know.
Okay.
I know because when you say that.
You look
That
at the
cart is cut in half.
Understand what happened?
You got 7 items. It costs more than your mortgage.
And it's $140.
And you just look up in 2 days. You're like,
what do I even need?
What do I do?
For? Did I need another waffle iron? Why did I buy this?
And here's the thing. I bought so many waffle irons, and all of them suck.
They're all bad.
Because they all end up with gummy waffles.
What?
And then they say it's the mix. But I shouldn't be looking on.
I don't think I've had a really good self-made waffle since college. And you know they have those big industrial ones.
No, yeah, no, and I tried that. I threw it away. I ain't got time.
It didn't
for that.
work. I had
can't
one too.
feed
It
the
didn't work.
community
It wasn't the same.
and then be struggling lifting a 20-pound waffle iron. And then once you have Waffle House, it changes what you expect when it comes to waffles.
Exactly.
Because they got it figured out.
Exactly. I just do French toast now. But I wanted to talk to you
Yes.
about some things, Dion, that people
Yes.
don't know about you.
Oh,
I'm like,
yep.
three things that you believe that people don't know.
That's a good one. 3 things that people don't know about me. I'm deathly afraid of mice and rats.
So,
I would literally fight a bear for someone, and if it's a mouse or a rat, I'm running. I'm gone. And listen, here's the funny thing. I'm so secure in myself. I'm not explaining it. I'm gone.
no, you're just gonna leave.
Like it's pure fright.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gone. Mm-hmm. Or I'm immobilized.
But we live in the most rattiest city.
No, New York is the most rattiest.
No. They did the thing.
No, I don't care. I don't care about data. Okay?
There's data.
This is pure, this is Crips and Bloods, okay?
No, okay, all right.
Like, right now,
They don't know
New
how
York
to-
got Mom Donnie, they got the finals. I'm throwing salt.
They can have it.
Yeah,
Y'all
they
have
did.
the rats.
Yeah, and they rats bulkier.
Right,
Like they got rats that got suitcases. I ain't got time for that. That's number 1. So if anybody had to think I'm gonna save them, I'm not. Number 2, let's see, something people may not know about me. I very rarely rewatch movies.
Me neither.
I can't
it's like-
emotionally commit again. Oh, you know what? No. Here's the thing. One thing, something I've never mentioned. I can never watch Lion King again.
Oh.
So Mufasa dying was so horrible for me. I literally have never watched it again. It is the most haunting thing. Like the way he ran up and tried to touch him.
And it was like,
listen, no. I'm talking about after he was and Simba came. And lost it. Cannot watch it ever again. So that's 2. Number 3, I know about 9 months ago. That was the moment when I realized that at some point I'll be running for office in Chicago.
You feel like it.
Nah, I know. Because, and it's not the same right now.
Right.
But I have to speak on it because I know my heart. And since then, I've been studying and learning and watching. But yes, I know my heart.
I could tell at the TEDx Weekly Bill.
So you knew my life before me. I love it.
I was like,
That's why I love black women.
The man was like, my personal story is, and what felt important to me. And I was like, word? Okay.
But listen, but also I love and respect media so much. And if I give you this framing, you'll like everything you see from me after will totally make sense. But I treat it like a Spotify library. And I said, okay, someone will see this and they may see it years later. But I'm lucky that it's so ingrained in who I am and what I believe in that I'm lucky that you can see the TEDx talk and it still applies.
Yeah.
And so what I'm thankful for is like I haven't departed from that person in the midst of all of this. But yeah, like in my heart, I know at some point that's part of my story.
That's why he was taking shots at them down.
No, listen. I'll tell you this.
I mean, you act like the Bulls was gonna shout out to the Bulls.
No, they weren't gonna do nothing.
But they weren't gonna do anything.
They weren't gonna do nothing. And not to me. Listen, I appreciate Mom Donnie so much because it's not even a knock on Brandon Johnson. It's like when you really see someone who can give someone hope.
Immediate effectiveness.
Like that is a gift. And that's why to anyone who's not, a black kid from Chicago, they don't understand that like us believing in what President Obama did. It wasn't about us not challenging his record, not challenging the things he could have been better. No, he could have been better at a lot of things. But he existed on a dual plane for us. He really showed me that like anything was possible. But then I had the chance to meet him. And I was saying stuff I know I shouldn't have been saying. I mentioned the tan suit. I don't know what the hell. Listen.
The tan suit was fire.
Listen, it was fire, but also like.
But why was that not? Yeah, why was that not okay?
Yeah, but listen, come on now, you know why.
Well,
and so as a result, like I think, I'm to give people hope. I think that's the thing. It's like to show people what we can do, to be from Englewood and to build something and to have people believe and to know. I am not perfect. I failed. I've lied. I've cheated. I've stole. All of that. Like, I'm not perfect.
But there is a guy running for office in Maine right now. Have you heard of
You talking about Platinum?
Whew.
Listen. I told you. I gotta. But I'll tell you this.
What was he, like an oyster farmer?
Yeah.
Oyster farmer.
Yeah. And
you got an oyster farmer come run for office, Dion Dawson.
And but you know what? And I put out something even today where I talked about how this situation, like millennials, we have to hold ourselves responsible because we didn't run for office.
No, we didn't.
We didn't get those senior positions. We didn't start the companies, and we knew we should have. And so I think for me,
saying the things.
If today was my last day, everybody that I've been able to interact with knows that like I left it all on the floor, and I'm fine with that. Like I'm cool. Like no regret. Even at the funeral today, like no regret at all.
Did you have to speak?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
And I'm lucky that I don't have to live with that regret. You know what I mean? So like. Yeah, that's the third thing is I know that at some point that's gonna be a thing, and you got to be there because we're not gonna let Stephen A. get away with ignoring you.
Ooh.
So you
listen.
You can pull up.
He didn't ignore me. I avoided the man.
Oh, okay, you avoided.
I didn't even want to.
Well, you did right. But
I was like, no,
literally, you have my word. It is on the camera. You can pull up anytime.
I do have some celebs who were not so nice.
Though. Oh no, we're not gonna
name them.
No, we will never lift him up on your platform.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, okay, as we get close to the end of this conversation, because I don't feel like they deserve to have more of us.
No, they gotta pay for it.
Exactly.
We're gonna put a paywall.
I mean,
it's gonna stop in the middle. It's gonna say,
here.
please insert your 16.
Because we're having a wonderful time, and y'all are probably watching and also having a wonderful time.
I hope so.
So, expansion.
Yes.
Are we gonna do that? We are expanding?
So, absolutely. We are actually renovating a 20,000 square foot facility in Englewood.
So give me the scale, the understanding of how large that is.
So that is, so to give context, until we got to 20,000 pounds per month, I was working in my car.
Oh.
Yeah, so like we had 7 employees, I was still working in my car. Right now we're in the old YMCA in Chicago Lawn. We only have, even though we're purchasing, packing, and delivering more than 300,000 pounds of produce per month, more than 50 employees, we only have 1,000 square feet. And we have a 10 by 12 walk-in.
So you used to being hot, is what you're telling me.
No, but not only that, what I appreciate about it is it taught me 2 things. It really taught me, the first thing was me understanding what I really need. And with this 20,000 square feet, it taught me what the floor plan should be. It should not be a community center. No. Half of it's going to be warehouse space for us to continue to scale up distribution. The other half is going to be like co-working. So all of these lofts and nice, beautiful spaces that you see in the north, south, and west loop, we're bringing it to Englewood.
Wow. So you're gonna redesign it?
Yeah. Oh no, it's gonna be open by Q4. We ain't playing.
Oh.
Debt free.
Debt free.
Dreamville.
Already paid for.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Dreamville campus.
I'm gonna try not to be impressed by Dion because I'm sure he's used to people being impressed by him.
No, you know what?
But I am very impressed.
But listen, but also, it will mean a lot to me when you're there and you have a membership, because the membership is going to be pennies on the dollar compared to like all the other ones downtown. But more importantly, like being in that space.
Yeah, see, but the west side of me, I don't know.
No, it's okay. No, you can. And we're going to give you a pass. We're going to give you a little yellow card.
Okay.
And you got to wear it on your heels.
We're on the north side. I'm a north side girl / west side girl.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
But you know the north side is really the west side. And the east side is really the south side. Facts.
It is.
You know how it is. It's like we don't want to say it out loud, but they don't really like the east unless you really, really east. Mm-hmm. But if you ain't like past like King Drive,
you're not east.
You know you really kind of just south. But
really
I don't want to cause no mayhem.
Yeah,
but
you had a good life.
But also expansion. Right now, expansion right now, unfortunately, is survival. Mm-hmm. Everything is being attacked. The social safety net, food, job creation, less money, more problems, more people, less jobs. But I'm gonna run it up, and I'm not stopping.
I'm gonna come to Englewood and hang out.
You have to.
You know, I'm gonna.
And we're gonna make it look so good that you gotta come.
I'm gonna work in like the coffee house for a day so I can get a dreamer's hat.
Oh.
I need a part-time job.
Why you?
I was thinking about that.
I saw your thought process. You said, "Oh snap! I don't work for him yet." But no.
Because I want hat.
So here's the deal.
Because it's blue and red, and I love blue and red things.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Dreamer hat.
Okay.
When Dreamville opens, we'll do our next interview there.
Okay.
And that's where you'll get your hat.
He said so.
I said so.
We got it.
Yeah.
So last thing, you shout out your entire team.
Absolutely.
I want to have you. This is the shout out section.
Yes.
It gets real Chicago right.
Absolutely.
Now. You can shout out whole blocks if you like.
Well, first of all, I'm Englewood already know what's up. So.
But foundationally, though, I want you to shout out the people who you feel like have contributed to
everybody
the poise that you exhibited during.
You know what's funny, and you probably heard this. If you have, I say it often. When I was a failure or not as successful, I was a black guy from Englewood. Mm-hmm. And then when I become successful, they say it's because I'm a Navy veteran.
Oh.
And so for me, it's like, no, all of this poise, all of this experience, all of the success, everything is because of Englewood and all the people. And so, like, that's why I lifted it up. It's like, no, like, I will not lose that. Like, I appreciate that. And all of the other leaders, all of the other orgs, everybody, and even, with how, up and down it is with, politicians, man. Like, I'm thankful that, like, Alderman Stephanie Coleman and
I love her.
State Rep Harper and Senator Hunter and even the mayor, like everybody, like as we're renovating this building and like, but just there have been times when they've shown love and like when we first launched the community fridge, Stephanie Coleman was out there. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And so I just choose to focus and appreciate those that are for me and don't give any like light or breath to anybody that's not. Because if they hating, they stupid.
If they hate, then let them hate.
First of all, they don't exist. Mm. They literally do not exist if they're not for me. So like I just big up my people. It's like, man, y'all really got to get with it. Mm-hmm. Y'all have to.
I love that. So if we were writing this story, because Dion's a journalist and I'm going to make him do some of my work. If we were writing, how old are you?
36.
He's a baby.
I'm not a baby.
If we were writing the memoir of
yes.
your 36 years of life, what title would we give it?
It's funny because I'm actually I've been pitching a book to publishers. Nobody has been yet, but the title would be F It, I'll Say It.
F It, He'll Say It.
Yeah. And it's a guide to creating and building and trying and falling and getting back up.
Dion's dream. He's a treasure. I would like you guys to believe more that I am a congenial and nice lady, but Dion's just pulling out. I just want to pinch his cheeks and high five him and like play rap music with him.
Absolutely.
So, Dion, I thank you for talking to me.
Absolutely.
And I'm so sorry about that other project that we had beef about.
It's all good. Y'all just gotta be careful. Okay, I was thumb thugging. I was the Twitter fingers,
it was
man.
7 a.m. Like,
No, listen. I looked up. I see the list. I said, what? I said, oh, look at them with their little food list. I'm like, okay, you know what? I said, you know what?
Did you read the article? I worked really hard on it. Did you read it?
No.
See?
It would have pissed me off too much.
Because it was good.
I know, but that's the point.
It was really good.
But at least I was honest with you. I couldn't read it. So
I
was jealous. I was jelly.
I get it.
And also, like, man, like I've had to learn from that. You know what I'm saying? It's like not like there's somebody out there telling me like, hey man, get out the way so I can get up. So I gotta be careful.
Yeah, you don't want to be the ball.
Yeah. But also, while I had the ball, I passed it too. So I ain't tripping.
Okay.
So like, yeah, like, but no, I was mad at y'all.
I'm sorry.
Then I got over it.
See, we're back together now.
See?
Nobody's upset.
She almost lost her hat bringing that back up, by the way. You have to be careful. You have to be careful.
Sorry. Back to serious. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this conversation.
Absolutely.
And it's very interactive. So if there's something that you want to shout out personally in the comment section, please do that.
Absolutely.
If you want to donate to Dion's dream, where do they do that?
Well, first of all, they need to donate to this platform.
Yes.
So that this platform can continue to be here for people
Chicago
and orgs
News
like
Weekly
me.
does have donations. We will
Absolutely,
accept them.
please do. And journalism and media is under attack right now, so it's very, very important that we can continue to have platforms like this to support Dion Chicago Dream. Please just go to every social media platform, Dion Chicago Dream, Dion Dawson. Follow, like, share, comment. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me we're right. Thank us. Tell us we need to do better, whatever. And then, of course, DionChicagoDream.com if you want to become a monthly donor. Anything as little as $5, $10 a month can actually help us continue to create jobs and feed people.
You can also give us more than $5.
No, of course, but I'll never forget one of our first monthly donors, Thomas Boykin. Shout out my brother.
Thomas.
$5 and like 20 cent a month.
$5.20.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because you have to cover the processing fees. Yep. Mm-hmm. And so, whatever anybody can do if they could think of us, I appreciate it.
And he still does?
Absolutely.
Still the $5?
Still.
I love that, Thomas.
Yeah. Shout out Thomas,
for
man.
your consistency.
Dream team, baby.
So this is Behind the Cover. I'm your host, Laura Miller. We are recording now in the CNW studios in the newly minted. Let us know how you like the setup because we're working hard to impress you out.
This look good.
Yeah.
Y'all better drop it in the comments. It look nice. Okay.
And what we also want you to know is this was produced by Caveroom Entertainment. And we are, like I said, we're rocking with the best out here. We're going to give you everything you can get. And when when this cover drops, we want to hear you as loud in the comments as you are.
Absolutely.
And praising Dion for the hard work. And we thank you guys again for joining. Stay safe.
It's Chicago.